I love AI, sometimes. Now, you might have heard that and thought, oh great, another guy talking about how AI is dangerous, blah, blah, blah. But I honestly do love AI. I use it almost every day, especially in school. And I know many of you do too, right? And because of this, I started to realize something. I started to realize that the more we use AI, the more it can start using us. But I'm not here to be the harbinger of doom or anything. I'm just here to chat about how it's affecting us students lately through the how AI overuse is affecting us. Let me tell you a small story. A few months ago, I was writing an assignment. I'm not going to say which one, English, because I might get in trouble, but it was late, I was tired, and the deadline was literally in 15 minutes. So I spent 5 hours playing Minecraft or something. So naturally, I opened GPT and asked for help. And it was quite good. I only had to iron out a few mistakes here and there, but it gave me good ideas for the structure and stuff like that, as long as my prompts were accurate, right? But even when they weren't, it could remember how I wrote things. It could remember my tone. And tried its best to emulate me. It was like having a personal assistant who never sleeps and never complains, though it does still often make mistakes. But that scared me, because I literally wanted AI to think for me more than doing it for myself. And this was starting to get more common. And that's when I noticed that AI wasn't replacing my time, it was replacing my effort, and it was making me more complacent. Because of this, I went down a really deep rabbit hole. And the first thing you should probably know about AI is that AI in education is exploding. Tools like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Conmingo, with countless others, have become part of our everyday study sessions. If you study every day, of course, like my friend. But according to the survey reported by The Journal in 2025, 42% of students across the US said that they used AI weekly for schoolwork, and 30% said that they used it daily. But here's the catch. When you rely on anything too much, it's obviously going to start shaping the way you think, right? And researchers are noticing the consequences of this. In a relatively new study from MIT, they found that heavy reliance on AI often led to reduced cognitive effort, meaning that students stop engaging in deep thinking that actually builds skills. They tend to be more complacent, less motivated to solve problems independently, and more dependent on external help in general, whether it be through AI or through the help of a friend. And this was coined by researchers as cognitive offloading, where your brain basically lets AI think for you first in this case, and that's all to reduce effort. Now, we all know that AI gives answers. It removes friction. But learning isn't just about getting a good grade, it's about developing the ability to find them. And students are starting to feel the effect of blurring the line between understanding and just reading a paragraph. It's like this. If I asked you to read this, you could probably read some of it, right? If I asked you if you understood the sentence that is being spoken here, you probably don't, unless bilingual, of course. But this issue is definitely becoming more mainstream, as a lot more students are realizing that while AI is making school easier, it's also making us lazier. How do I know? Because, have you seen my slides? They're literally just like white canvases. But you might say that you're different aloud, but just reflect upon it. Why do we use AI? Because we want a good grade? Because we don't want to. There are plenty of reasons, but it all boils down to humans being genetically hardwired to take the path of least resistance. We are cognitive misers, people who conserve mental energy by using shortcuts, which doesn't always lead to complacency, of course, but does often lead to complacency, which is the trap. Because when we stop challenging our minds, we lose something integral to humans: our curiosity, our resilience, our inner voice. And learning, real learning, is supposed to annoy you, make you confused, make you think. That's how we develop, right? Again, I'm not attacking you for using AI. After all, using AI to help you learn more effectively or learn how to do a difficult math problem was what it was made for, to make more humans more productive, or in this case, learn more efficiently. But if we're not careful, we'll become students who look productive, but aren't actually learning any skills. we should be the ones who are actually learning if we use AI wisely. I know it's cliche, but it's still a problem that I see everywhere, even in some rural parts of Indonesia. And that's crazy because they barely even have phones and they already have access to AI. AI should expand the mind, not replace it. It should push us to think more, not less. And that requires two things from all of us: transparency and discipline. Once you get the answers from AI, ask it how it got there, why the answer is that. I know that being transparent is easy when you're cramming for an exam, but you have to actually understand the material. So that's where discipline kicks in, right? Before you copy and paste the answers to your homework or your worksheet, do the same steps as you would when you're cramming for an exam, and do it consistently. That's how we can learn. That's how we can improve. As proven by a Scientific American, students that asked why retain information far better than students who simply read information. Which should tell you the obvious is that we can't use AI haphazardly. We have to use it wisely. We have to stop letting it do the learning for us and actually do the learning ourselves. And if we all start trying this, students can become more creative, critical thinking and learning improves as well. And we built the exact kind of mindset that the future needs, one that collaborates with AI and not one that's dependent upon it. AI is definitely here to stay and it's growing exponentially. It's here to help us, not stunt us. But that only works if we stay in control. So yes, while I do love AI, I don't love how it's practically making us dumber. And that's why we're having this conversation. Because the more we learn about AI and how to use it wisely, the better we can become in the future. The danger isn't that AI will become too smart. The danger is that we will become less independent, and we'll stop trying, stop creating, stop investigating, stop critically thinking. The future belongs to those who use AI wisely. As Jensen Huang so eloquently puts it, you're not going to lose your job to AI, you're going to lose your job to someone who uses AI. The same thing applies to our future. AI can do a lot for us, but the one thing it should never do is take away the very thing that makes us human, our ability to think. I just hope you'll take on a challenge with me for just a month, this month, whenever you're watching. Try implementing transparency and discipline whenever you do a task or when you do a worksheet. Anyways, that's it from me. Thank you.